in the early 80s. True story. I drove my 72 Volkswagen Beetle over to the Delorean dealership. I didn't even get out of the car. I just had my sack lunch that I packed. And I opened it up. And I just began to eat my sack lunch sitting there in the dealership parking lot, drooling over the Delorean sports car. I know, it does sick. Some of you are thinking of leaving the church. It's been a few years. Give me some grace. I was in my early 20s. And I never said the worldview of the 80s, but it was being soaked into my soul. I knew something of the McFly lose their family and lose their stuff and lose their life. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh dear God, if you loved me. Right? Oh God, you know what? If I could just have a DeLorean, everything would be great. God, if you could just give me success and stuff, and everything would be great. I mean, I was buying in. Do you know what that feeling's like? When you start thinking that something, some title, something's going to do something for you, can't really do, but you're buying in anyway. Listen, you don't even look like you're appreciating my moment. It looks like you're just sitting there. What's wrong with you? Listen. Haven't you ever had something called to you? I can hear the car. I know you want me. I do. You've never had that happen? You liars. I've watched people drive by the mall and they can hear a voice. Come shop. Maybe it's not a car, maybe it's clothes, huh? Put up your hand anytime you want to. Somewhere in the mall, maybe it's clothes, huh? Maybe it's your honey, maybe it's fishing, maybe it's your hobby, maybe it's your thing. But you know what? You know what I'm talking about when you hear the voice of something calling to you, right? You know what I'm talking about. Maybe for you to appreciate this moment where I was with the sack lunch in the 72 Volkswagen. Maybe to appreciate the moment.
No way.
Yes, men and women, this is the original. This is the DeLorean. This is what I was staring at. And you go ahead and do all your ahs because it's exactly what you're thinking. Ooh and ah and...
Wow.
Some of you, it's the most spiritual moment you've had in church in years. Some of you you're kidding. Some of you you're breathless. Only 5,500 of these are still in operation in the world, and we have one of them right here. Yeah, somebody who recently jumped in with 12Stone offered it to us, and we thought we'd take him up on it. Here it is. And wasn't that good of him, by the way? And let me just say this. How many of you would love to have this car right here? Let me hear from you. I know this is going to blow your mind. It was given to us, and we're going to give it away on a raffle. Y'all just put your name on a card, and we're going to draw a name out who wants a card. Let's just say, anybody want a card? This is blowing your mind, isn't it? We're going to give you cards, we're going to pull a name out, and we're going to give this card to you today. Are you out of your mind? What is wrong with you? And listen, and I know lying is wrong, but just because it was in the Ten Commandments, God's law for life. Of course, I read those recently. You know what else was in there? Coveting. That was wrong, wasn't it? Coveting was in there. And you know what happened? In America, we bought into coveting. We no longer guarded greed as a nation. We got lost in the more. Something happened inside us where once we used to find our identity in our Creator. We now find it in our career. We were once esteemed for our character, and now we're esteemed for our consumption. Remember the cash thing? Remember this? In God we trust. And we put it there for a reason as a nation. Because we wanted to make sure that we never got confused in what we trust. I'm curious to say, the very place that was printed took its place. And we became a people that was okay. In money we trust. And just maybe we got lost in the more. Maybe while Reagan was declaring war on drugs, America became addicted to more. And I want you to hear this. Listen. You see what's at risk when you chase more is that eventually you're going to have to neglect something you used to value. Isn't that true? At some point, if you're going to pursue more, you're going to have to neglect something you used to value. And that's how we got lost. So let's tell a couple of stories. Let's tell a couple of stories of what it means to get lost in the pursuit of more. Take